Now, top story in World DNA. The U.S. is threatening Iran with what it calls the greatest financial offensive ever marshaled as Washington prepares to roll out economic sanctions targeting Iran's trade partners.
Well, Iran, in turn, has vowed to shut down all oil exports from the Gulf if the economic war continues. Well, ahead of the official announcement, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said Washington is now entering the endgame.
Bessent wrote, and I'm quoting here, "At dawn begins an economic D-Day, the single greatest financial offensive ever marshaled against an adversary." Bessent said the objective is to sever every economic lifeline that sustains the regime until Tehran stands alone.
Well, Iran has been bracing for the sanctions for days now, issuing a series of strongly worded warnings and threatening retaliation. It has said that if the economic war continues, not a single drop of Iranian oil will be exported, neither through the Strait of Hormuz nor from anywhere in the Persian Gulf. Iran's top national security official has suggested Tehran still has more cards to play. Well, listen into this.
So far, we have not attacked any U.S. economic interests. None. We have struck U.S. bases, yes. Why? Because attacks against us were launched from those bases. But if they are going to wage economic sanctions against us, does the United States not have oil companies and other economic interests around Iran and elsewhere? Then we will strike them. Isn't this U.S. economic move in the form of an economic war just another act of foolishness?
Iran has also warned countries against participating in the U.S. economic war, saying those that do so will be considered enemies.
Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian has acknowledged that Iranians are facing serious economic pressures. Pezeshkian said that because of President Donald Trump, well, Iran is now in a full-scale economic, military and security war.
Meanwhile, Iran says it has discovered more than 200 billion cubic meters of natural gas in southern Fars province. Its petroleum minister said more than 160 billion cubic meters could be extracted from the field. However, according to Bloomberg, any new production from the site is likely to be years away.
The Pakistan Army Chief Asim Munir is set to travel to Tehran on Monday as efforts to mediate an end to the West Asia war remain stalled. Iran's foreign ministry said the visit is aimed at strengthening bilateral cooperation. It also said the visit is part of ongoing efforts to help consolidate peace and security in the region.
U.S. Central Command has reported that American naval and air forces enforcing the maritime blockade against Iran have redirected 70 commercial vessels, disabled 3 ships, and boarded 2 others to ensure full compliance so far.
Nearly 200 ships navigated the Strait of Hormuz last week, up from 150 the previous week and just 40 2 weeks earlier, according to data from the UK Maritime Trade Operations Centre. Now, the surge brings total traffic along the route to about 20% of pre-war levels.